Hey everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy. In today's video, I'm going to try on all new makeup and it's all from the drugstore and nothing in this video cost over $15. So I've got a great selection of makeup here. Some of it is really new to me. It's a lot of things that I'm excited about trying for you here today. If you love a good drugstore makeup try on, go ahead and give the video a like and subscribe to my channel. If you like seeing how makeup wears all day on more mature, less than perfect skin, which I of course have, and I thought we'd just do a chatty get ready with me. So let me clip my hair back. Let me bring you guys in a little bit closer so you can see what I'm doing. Don't know if you guys can tell from where you're sitting, but my neck is a little bit red and a little bit irritated today. I actually finally had that Morpheus 8 treatment done yesterday, and I'm so excited about it. I've been talking about getting it done for 5 years and finally bit the bullet and went and did it. So this is like 24 hours in with it, and so my neck is still a little bit red and irritated, and it looks like I've been attacked by a swarm of really angry kittens who left me like really tiny little scratches and puncture wounds. But other than that, it doesn't hurt at all. It feels great. So just in case you were noticing that, that is what is going on there. So the first product that I'm really super excited about is e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I'm really looking for a new primer because, as you guys know, my enlarged pores really kind of drive me crazy, and I'm always looking for a pore filling primer, but something that will make my makeup last longer. So I'm going to try it on one side of my face today, and I'm only going to use it on one side because I want to have something to compare it to, because while the foundation I'm going to use today is a tried and true, it's one of my holy grails, that is the L'Oreal True Match foundation. It's been reformulated, and now, yay, it finally comes with its own pump, so you don't have to steal a pump off of something else. So let's go ahead and get the primer on. The instructions say to apply evenly to face before makeup using your fingertips. Allow 30 seconds to set before applying makeup. Okay, will do. Let me give you a close-up of my pores and everything before we start. They don't look too bad. I do have my sunscreen on, which is why my skin looks a little bit shiny. It is supposed to be a dupe for the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Now, things like this that are this kind of gel formula, they don't really tend to do anything to hide my pores per se, but with this one, I'm really more hoping for makeup grippiness. All right, so that's on. And because of the Morpheus 8 on the neck, I can't wear any sunscreen or makeup or anything on my neck, so I have to just let it hang out. 30 seconds are up. This definitely feels kind of dry and set now. It is shinier though than my sunscreen, so it's not doing anything for my pores, although I don't think that it says it's pore minimizing. All right, so here is the L'Oreal True Match in the new pump dispenser. And I also have an e.l.f. sponge to put it on with. I thought this was a real cutie. So happy about the pump. So let me take like a pump and a half out there, and this is my same shade, so I knew this shade was going to work really well for me. I feel like this formula feels a little bit more lightweight than the original. I'm just going to go ahead and pounce that on. And it seems like it's giving me lighter coverage, a little bit sheerer than the original. Here's the original True Match, and then here's the new True Match right next to it. Okay, so here's the original, here's the new. Yeah, this is definitely a lot runnier. It's running much faster, and it looks like the color might be slightly different. This one looks a little bit darker and a little bit pinker to me. This one looks a little bit paler and a little bit more yellowy. I'm not too happy about the new color. It does look a little bit light on me. The original color was dead on perfect for me. I mean, of course, compared to my neck with all these red spots, it's not going to look quite right. It does look to be much sheerer coverage than the original, but it does look very, very skin-like and pretty. All right, let's move on to the concealer, which is L'Oreal True Match Eye Cream Concealer in C3 to 4. This one comes in a little squeezy tube, so I'm going to squeeze some out here. And I'm going to use my A506 concealer brush. I'm just going to pick a little bit of it up off the back of my hand and just pop that on under my eyes. Ooh, that seems to be a really good color. I thought it was going to be too orangey based on what it looks like here, but it's not too light, it's not too dark. Ooh, that looks really, really nice. Wow. And the foundation looks really, really nice too. Okay, so except for the color, I'm kind of loving the foundation and so far the concealer. Of course, you know, it's all in how they look and wear throughout the day. Well, that's giving me pretty good coverage. It's definitely covering up the blue discolorations that I have at the inner corners, and it's evened out the skin tone. It is a little bit luminous. The finish on everything is slightly luminous, but not overly luminous. It's not giving me like a hard shine. It's really, really pretty. I really like both of these so far. So that's what it looks like up close. Looks really nice. I didn't get a new setting powder because I don't like to put too many new things with the new foundation to see how it goes. So I'm using my favorite NYX Mineral Matte Finishing Powder. To apply this, I use an e.l.f. blush brush. For the bronzer, I got the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer, and this is in the shade Tan Lines. You can just go ahead and put it on with my fingers. I'm just gonna like dot it around. This has a really nice feel to it. It almost feels like a little bit greasy, so it feels like it's going to be super hydrating. And the color on this is not too orange. It's nice and sheer. Seems like it's going to not end up looking muddy, which is good. I'm going to go in with this Real Techniques Expert Face Brush to blend that out. I mean, you barely need to even touch this to blend it. If you want like the world's most subtle bronzy contour, wow, this is really nice. You know, most of the contours, I buy them and they're super dark and I'm like really afraid to put them on, and then they, you know, sometimes go badly because it's just so dark and so much. This is really nice. It's almost like an invisible sheer little veil, like the subtlest little wash of color. But it didn't remove all the makeup. It's sitting really nicely. The color is really good. Wait, a dog hair, always a dog hair. Well, I guess you live with 2 dogs. You can expect dog hairs stuck to your makeup all day. Yeah, it's really nice looking. For the blush today, I got Revolution Makeup Balm Glow Blush in Rose Pink. I think I'm gonna go in with my A507 brush, and I'm just gonna pounce that in there. I haven't tried anything from Revolution in quite a while. Ooh, this is pretty. Definitely don't need any highlighter with this, which is good because I forgot to buy a highlighter. Okay, that looks nice. It has like a greasy, almost sheen to it that I like, that you definitely don't need highlighter, but it's so subtle. It's really pretty, and it didn't remove the makeup or anything. I didn't get a new eyelid primer. I forgot, so I'm going to use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And I just dip my finger in. My nails are getting way too long. I need a manicure. I need to have them cut down because now look what happens. I end up digging out too much product. e.l.f. Putty Primers make really good eye primers. For the eyeshadow today, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Bite Size Eyeshadow Palette in I Love You a Latte. It is all mattes. So I did buy a little shimmery pixie eyeshadow in case I want to add a little shimmer, but maybe since we're going for a real natural look today, maybe I won't shimmer today. Very unlike me. All right, I am going to use my eyeshadow brush set. This is the A501 brush. I'm going to dip into the lightest shade in the palette. I'm going to go in with my A502. This is a crease shader. I'm going to go into the second shade in the palette. The second and third shades look very similar to each other. It's just one's a little warmer, one's a little cooler, so kind of a choice of crease colors there. And I'm pretty much just using this brush to lay the shadow down. Now I'm going to go in with my A503, which is my big blending brush. I'm just going to take that and run it in little circular motions to really diffuse and blend that out. Wow, this eyeshadow blends so beautifully. I think this palette was like $6. Or was it $3? I can't remember. Let me look at the receipt. No, $3 for this eyeshadow palette, not $6, $3. Oh my gosh, and they blend like a dream. Very impressed with this eyeshadow. All right, gonna go in with my A504 brush into the darkest shade in the palette. I'm gonna just pick that up on the very tip of the brush, and I'm gonna just do a little wedge at the outer corner just to kind of set up a little wing there. Probably not going to do an eyeliner wing today, but I do like to set up like a little eyeshadow wing at the outer corner just to make the outer corners of my eyes lift a little bit, and that helps to make me look a little bit more youthful, a little bit more awake, because oh boy, did I have a bad night's sleep last night. My big dog was snoring and she woke me up with her snoring. I was like, what, really? My sister gave me doggy DNA tests for Christmas, and so I had my dog's DNA done. Well, one of them. The other one, they lost my registration, so I'm working on getting his done. But my big dog, my lab, who I always thought was like 50% black lab and then 50% German Shepherd, it turns out she is 50% Shepherd, but she's only 20% lab. And I'm like, what? And she's 30% Rottweiler. I'm like, what? My sweet, sweet dog? And nothing against Rottweilers. I know that every breed can be like the sweetest dog. It's how they're raised and everything. But it's just so funny that I always thought my dog was mainly lab, and she's not. But now that I look at her, I'm like, oh yeah, she definitely has like a Rottweiler type body. All right, so there's the eyeshadow. I think it looks really pretty. I love these shades. I love how well this blended. And wow, it's really great. I'm gonna put on a little bit of shimmer because why not? This is Pixi Eye Lift Max Liquid Shadow in Sunset. I'm just gonna pop that on the tiniest bit right there and right there. And I'm going to use my A505 flat shader brush to blend that out. I'm just gonna bring that into the inner corner just to give me a little light and brightness there. Oh, but anyway, the reason that that came up is because I was telling you that she was snoring. And in the DNA, what I found out is that Rottweilers are prone to snoring. And I'm like, oh, okay, now it all makes sense. Okay, well, I gotta say, I'm not in love with what that Pixi stuff just did to my eyeshadow. From a distance it looks fine, but up close it looks like a little wonky. I think this over powdered eyeshadow just was not such a great idea. Okay, let's go in with the eyeliner. For the eyeliner, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible Grip Gel Liner in Blue Jersey. Alrighty, so I'm going to use this to tightline the uppers. And did I tell you guys about my new makeup mirror? I've been loving this new mirror. It has this tiny, tiny little magnifying mirror. Really not getting great color payout with this. On the other eye, let me go ahead and use the Essence Extreme Lasting Eye Pencil. It's waterproof, has 16-hour wear in Black Midnight Sky. Oh wow, the color payout on this one is so much better. Yeah, very pretty, very easy to apply, very smooth gel-like application, very creamy. Love it. Okay, for the lower waterline, I'm going to use something that I tried in a video a few weeks ago. It's the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Gel Liner in Rose Quartz. And this is such a pretty color, I just thought it would go with this whole sweater situation going on. So let me just tightline with this. For the mascara today, I have Essence Lash Like a Boss Volume and Lift Mascara. All right, now the last mascara Essence came out with, I didn't like it. The rest of the world loved it. I was like, I don't get what the big deal is. Ooh, this has a big curved brush, lots of bristles. And wow, look how it lays down that mascara. Holy cow. Literally, what was that, 3 flicks of the brush? Look at those lashes. All right, I like that. I feel like it's actually curling my lashes. Wowie, wow, wow. 2 coats of this stuff and literally like false lash look, but not clumpy or gross looking. Okay, love the lashes, love the mascara, love it first use. Let's hope it wears really well throughout the day. For the lippy, I had a senior moment, and even though I was supposed to grab a new lip liner, I grabbed my favorite lip liner instead that I already have. So nothing new in lip liner world. It was a NYX one, but it wasn't the retractable one. I was trying to buy the sharpenable one because my friend's daughter works at Ulta, and so she was helping me pick things, and she was like, oh, you have to try this new NYX lip liner. She said it's her new favorite. She loves it. Somehow I ended up buying the same thing that I always already have, so I don't know what happened there. But anyway, so the lip liner will not be anything new. All right, just taking a minute to look around at the makeup while I did that in the 10X mirror, and my gosh, does it look so good. Okay, for the lipstick today, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. O Face Satin Lipstick in Dirty Talk. This feels like a little bit of a drier formula. It's not really super creamy. e.l.f., how much is this? Magneted cap, just like Luxe brands. Love that. Simple things that make me happy. All right, let's see, where's the O face? Okay, that's $9 for that lipstick. Feels creamy on the lips, but felt a little drier going on than the lipsticks that I usually like, but it looks nice. It's not making my lips look super wrinkly or anything, but it's not making them look super plump either. I like the color, it's really pretty. And I think that that is it for the makeup. I neglected to buy a brow product, so we'll just let the brows go natural today. So there's the whole makeup look. What do we think? I think it looks really nice, really natural, really pretty. All right, let's take a look at all the makeup up close and personal. I gotta say, I think my favorite thing on my face is this mascara. Holy cow, check that out. Look at the length and the volume on that. That is amazing. I love it. Love the foundation. The concealer looks really good. I like how this blush looks. Love how subtle that bronzer is. The eyeshadow is beautiful, at least the e.l.f. eyeshadow. Not so thrilled with the Pixie. I'll have to try it without putting powder eyeshadow on under it first. And I think the lippy's nice too. So we'll see how it wears all day. What time is it? It is 11 o'clock and I have to feed the dogs lunch and then take them for a big walk and then go pick up my friend, then drive the hour and meet the other friend for lunch who's coming down from Massachusetts. So should be a fun day and I will check on the makeup afterwards. Hey guys, I'm back from lunch. It is 6:30, so I think I left here around 11:30 this morning. That was a long lunch, but I mean, that's what happens when you drive an hour to get there each way. So that is 7 hours in the makeup. And yeah, I think it looks pretty darn good. It's wearing really, really well. This is better wear than I tend to get out of the original True Match with the new True Match. So that is good. Let's take a look at it up close and see if we think the primer helped at all. Okay, it's definitely looking like a little shiny in through here. And I'd say it's a little bit worn off on my nose, but really not bad for 7 hours. Like I think you only notice it if you see me up close from a distance. I think it still looks really good. Maybe a little thin down here on my chin. But between the sides, what do we think? Is this side more worn off than this side or less? Hard to say. I was hoping it would keep it on my nose longer. Still loving this mascara. My eyeshadow seems to have creased a bit. I'm not sure if it was because of the Pixie shadow that I put on top. The eyeliner is still really in place. Love that eyeliner. And the lipstick, the color seems to be still in place, even though I did eat lunch and then have a cup of tea for the drive back, and I did reapply one time. My lips feel a tiny bit dry, but not like super dry, but they don't feel like super moisturized either. But I think everything else looks good. The blush is nice. It's definitely still in place, giving that nice dewy flush. It doesn't ever seem to dry back though. It stays like a little tacky feeling on the skin where the blush is, but where the foundation is, it's really dry and set. So that felt really comfortable to wear. It doesn't seem drying. The under eye concealer seems to be in place really, really well for 7 hours. So I'm really happy with the concealer. So all in all, I think it all looks really, really good. I did buy a different e.l.f. lippy. This is the lip stain that I had used a couple weeks ago in a different video, but I bought it in a different color because I like that so much. So this one is in Pinkies Up. I thought I'd put this on because it's about the same color. And see how this wears, although it is 6:30, so I'm probably gonna have a bite to eat soon. But where this is a stain, maybe it will last a little bit longer. I really like these little e.l.f. lip stains. They're really comfortable to wear, more comfortable I think than the lipstick. So that's it for this check-in. I'll come back in another like 3 hours, 3.5 hours. We'll check in on it at 10 hours, see how it wore. Oh my gosh, you guys. I just looked in the mirror and I was like, what? How can that even be? Oh my gosh. All right, I really wish this wasn't so funny, but look at this. What I thought was gonna be like the world's best mascara ever. This is why you gotta wear it all day. Oh my gosh, at 7 hours, this mascara was fantastic. And now it's 10 o'clock. Flakes are all over my eyelids, flakes down below, but the raccoon circles, oh my goodness, I've never seen anything like that. I haven't been drinking. Alright, well, it's just makeup, which is a good thing, so the Essence, what the heck is this called? Like a boss. It really was making me feel like a boss for the first 7 hours, but what happened? It's not like I did anything. I literally have been sitting on my sofa watching TV for the last 3 hours. Really have enjoyed the new True Match today. Wish the color hadn't changed. We'll have to go back, and now I guess M3 isn't going to be my color anymore. I'll have to look for something slightly darker. It is just a little bit worn off on my nose, but it's like the same as 3 hours ago. Like, so as much as the mascara crashed and burned, the foundation really hasn't, so I think the foundation still looks really good. Foundation did not settle in wrinkles at all, anywhere. Yeah, it's definitely way more worn off on this side than it is on this side. Fail on the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, because this side looks oilier, and the foundation is all gathered up here by the side of my nose, so it's slid around more over here. So fail, right? Oh, big fail. From the best to the worst, all in a matter of 3 hours, just like that. The concealer though, hold the phone. Well, who can tell? What the heck? I cannot tell how the concealer is because of the amount of mascara in it. But I think the concealer is actually pretty good. I didn't mind the blush, but I didn't love it. I think this was okay, but you have to like something that stays, you know, a little bit tacky, oily feeling on the surface all day. Really enjoyed the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. This is really good. This is definitely a keeper. And the little e.l.f. bite-sized palette, love that so much. The lipstick was a little drying, but I like the color and I like the lip stain. And was there anything else that we tried today? I like the little sponge, that was nice. The eyeliners were okay. So all right, that is it for today's video. I hope you found it helpful and informative. If you did, go ahead and give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. As always, I thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate your watching. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.